Okay, volume is the number of cubic units needed to occupy a given space without gaps or overlaps. Okay, in this video there's several different types of problems. You're going to watch the example for each problem. Okay, then stop the video and solve the problem that's given on a separate sheet of paper. Be sure that you show all work. Okay, if you're confused, go back and watch the previous example. You must bring your work to class to receive credit. You have to show all work, label your answer, and make sure you continue stopping and starting the video until it's complete. Okay, so the volume of a rectangular prism is the amount of space. Volume is the amount of space in a three-dimensional figure. Okay, you can see a three-dimensional rectangular prism. Okay, it has length, width, and height. That's what makes it three-dimensional. A cubic centimeter is a cube that is 1 centimeter wide, 1 centimeter long, and 1 centimeter high. Okay, so it's three-dimensional. So when you're labeling your answer, it's always going to be in cubic units. It's going to have an exponent of 3, whatever the unit of measurement is. To find volume, it's length times width times height to find the volume of a prism. Okay, rectangular prism. Okay, if you look at this picture, okay, the length is 4 centimeters, the width is 3 centimeters. Okay, so there's 3 rows, and each row has 1, 2, 3, 4 units in it. Okay, so the base here has 12 units. Let's call it the first floor has 12 units, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors. So 4 times 3 is 12, times 5 is 60. The volume of that prism is 60 cubic centimeters, or 60 centimeters cubed. Okay, let's look at another example. All right. So again, volume is how many cubic units can fit into a figure. So we have a rectangular prism here, okay, and I can see that on the base of it I could fit 8 cubes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in this row, and there's another row behind it. Okay, and if I put another floor on, I'd have 16 cubes and 24 cubes. Okay, and they can fit in there without overlapping. So the volume of that is 24. Okay, and let's say those were cubic centimeters. It'd be 24 centimeters cubed. Okay, so what is the volume of this prism? You're always going to use the formula length times width times height. Whenever we solve anything with a formula, we're going to write the formula down, and then you're going to substitute what you know. So to find the volume, I'm going to do the length, okay, which is 3 centimeters. The width is also 3. 1, 2, 3, and in this one the height is 3. Okay. So volume is equal to the length times the width times the height. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. The volume is 27 centimeters cubed. Okay. If you're finding the volume, it's always going to be in units cubed. Okay. Now you're going to stop the video and write the formula, length times width times height. Substitute the length, the width, the height into it, and find the volume of that rectangular prism. Be sure to label your answer, and when you're done, start the video again. Okay, here's another rectangular prism. Looks like a little apartment building. Remember, the volume is the amount of space inside a three-dimensional figure. This is three-dimensional because it has length, width, and height. Okay, the formula for volume is volume equals length times width times height. We're going to substitute the given values in there to find the volume. We're going to do the length, which is 60, times the width, which is 30, and the height is 80. Okay, make sure, remember, you always have to show all your work. So 60 times 30 is 1,800. Okay, and now we have 1,800 times 80. Okay, so the volume is 144,000 cubic feet. Okay. All right, so volume is length times width times height. Okay, now you're going to stop the video, and you have a fish tank here. You're going to use the formula length times width times height to find the amount of space inside that three-dimensional figure. Be sure to label your answer, show all work, and when you're done, start the video again. Okay, this box has a volume of 48 cubic inches. What is the height? Okay, this one's a little different, but we're going to follow the same procedure. We're going to write the formula down. Volume is equal to length times width times height. And we're going to substitute what we know. We know the volume is 48. Okay, the length is 3. The width is 4. And we're looking for the height. So we're going to substitute that in. Okay, now we're going to simplify a little bit. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so 48 is equal to 12 times h. And now I have a one-step algebraic equation. I'm going to use inverse operations. Okay, 12h divided by 12 is h. 48 divided by 12 is 4. Now be careful here when you're labeling your unit. It's just 4 inches because we're finding the height is 4 inches. So if you're finding one of the side lengths, it's not units cubed. You're just going to use the unit of measurement. This prism is 4 inches tall. Okay, so you have this box has a volume of 24 cubic centimeters. What is the height? Write the formula down, substitute what you're given in the problem, and find the height. If you're confused, go back to the previous example. Okay, and when you're done, that was the last one. Check your work. Make sure you bring it to class.